Hey everyone, welcome back to Skinxiety Chronicles. If you are new here, I share tips, stories, and survival strategies for your research PhD journey. Today, we are diving into something every researcher needs to know: the different types of reviews in academia. Do you feel lost staring at words like systematic and meta analysis and wonder if there is a secret club you missed in research school? Before we get into the list, let's answer the big question. Why do we even need different type of reviews? A review is like a map before you start your research road trip. Depending on the direction you are going, you might need a tourist map or a detailed GPS. That's why different type of reviews exist, each with its own depth, speed and purpose. Alright, here are the main types you will hear about and how to remember them. First is narrative review. Think of this as telling the story of your research topic. You look up what's out there, summarize it, and boom, give people an overview. So basically, what it is like a broad overview, summarizes existing literature without strict methods. For example, if you want to explain what is known about AI in radiology to a general audience, prose is like it is quick and flexible, but it is very prone to bias. Next, the famous systematic review. It is the Sherlock Holmes of reviews. So you set up clear rules for what research to include, how to search, and how to analyze it. So no random opinions, just cold, hard evidence. So basically, it is a structured way to answer a very specific question. For example, comparing the effectiveness of two CT contrast protocols. So it can be very transparent, reproducible, and have high credibility, whereas it is very time consuming and strict criteria needs to be followed. Next is meta-analysis. It is like a math version of a systematic review. So it combines numbers from many studies, often part of the systematic review, but not the same thing. For example, taking results from the 10 studies and findings the overall average. So it is great when you have lot of similar studies. Fourth is scoping review. Suppose you don't know what you don't know. This review maps out everything on a topic, find gaps, set the scene for the deeper research. In simple terms, if we say a map of what research is out there without judging the quality of it. So when to use it? When the topic is new or broad, or you want to see what has been done. For example, looking at all the ways contrast dose is measured in the CT scans. But it doesn't answer very specific question. Next is rapid review, a faster, shorter version of systematic review with the limited scope of methods. So we can use it when you need answers very quickly, like for new guidelines. For example, quick evidence check for an urgent guideline update. Sixth is umbrella review. So it combines results from many systematic reviews, the review of reviews. So ideal when there is a ton of research. For example, summarizing all systematic reviews on contrast dosing strategies. Next is integrative review. So the main purpose of it is to combine both qualitative and quantitative studies to get a big picture of understanding. For example, combining patient feedback plus the scan data on the low CT scan dose protocols. Last is critical review. So here you are not just collecting the studies, you are judging them, strengths, weakness and your own insights. For example, the impact of online learning on student performance. But people often mix up systematic review with the meta-analysis or think of scoping review is just a lazy of systematic review. No, each has its own place. So here is my cheat sheet or decision tree you can say. When there is a broad question with little existing clarity, we go with the scoping review. So when there is a specific question with lot of studies, we go with systematic review and meta-analysis. When it needs to be fast, we go with rapid review. And then we want a big picture summary, we go with umbrella or integrative review. So which type of review have you done or are planning to do? Drop it in the comment box. I would love to hear your research plans. And if this helped, hit like button and subscribe for more research tips. Till then, bye.